Good cyber strategy is something which is flexible, which evolves with the time, with the threats, with the need of the market, and nevertheless, which is also supporting a vision of how the society is evolving with the digital transformation, and that it takes good steps to support this vision as investment, as legislation, as support to the community, to the different user and suppliers. ECSO is working with its members in different working groups to identify the challenges to protect the evolution of our society in the digital transformation and the attacks, the cyber attacks that could come, that are changing, that are new, evolving every day. And for this, we are not the main actors, our members are. So we try to bring them together and to see what is the common view they have, and to bring this view, these suggestions, to the European institution, the Parliament, the Commission, the Council, and try to elaborate especially the legislation, but also what are the budget, the investments that should be given, or the norms or the standards. And these are the first elements that will contribute to the protection against cyber threats. Cybersecurity is a market which is growing double-digit all across the world. And when you consider the evolution of the digital sector in all the domain, we can imagine that this will continue for a good number of years. And there will be more and more opportunities for Europe, for European companies, to be a major actor in this, both as provider of solution, but also of services. So I think that will grow. The employment, it's a challenge actually. We need several 100,000 people already today in Europe in this domain. And we need more experts, and we need more participation, more students, which will become the expert of tomorrow. So that's a big challenge and a big chance to everybody to be part of this game. That's a crystal ball question. What are the challenges emerging next year? I mean, we see already with the COVID that there is an increase of cyber threats. We see the big role and the growing role of cyber threat intelligence to prevent or to anticipate these threats. So ransomware, for instance, and so on. And we can imagine that will continue also next year. Then we have also something which could be interesting to look how it will evolve, this idea. We have seen Mark Zuckerberg going to the metaverse. So it's maybe an initial first part of the story, but we can understand that there will be a move towards kind of virtual reality, gamification of the internet, also virtual reality in our exchange, as we see these days during the COVID, when we go where we have this remote interaction and so on. So how this will evolve and how we will protect this kind of interaction, this kind of transaction. So this is something that will grow more and more next year, but also the following years, even if it will not be called as Mark Zuckerberg said. But clearly there will be a change, a big change that has been accelerated by the COVID, but that will continue.